Hi guys, welcome back to New England Fire Cooking. I'm Aaron Higgins and today I want to show you guys how I like to make a Bolognese Ragu. This is going to be delicious. Okay, so first up what we have here is we have this chuck roast, USDA choice. It's got a lot of intramuscular fat. It's going to break down, it's going to give it a really good flavor. And what we want to do is we want to hit this with a little bit of the Cattleman's Smokehouse seasoning. Just going to go right over the top, and you can be pretty liberal with this. It's a big cut of meat, you can take the seasoning. Flip it over, give it the same treatment. Next, what I have here is I have some ground sweet Italian sausage and some ground hot Italian sausage. And what I like to do is I like to form these into patties. What I do is I take one, form it into a patty, kind of like that. And then I'll take the hot stuff here, also form it into a patty, and they're about a ½ pound each. And what we have here is 2 pounds of meatball mix. That's ground pork, ground beef, and ground veal. We're gonna hit it with some kosher salt, some black pepper, some garlic, or garlic powder I should say, some basil, flip them over. Same treatment on this side. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna mash and mix all this stuff together. That's pretty good right there. So for this cook, we're gonna be using the Char Griller Smokin' Champ. What I have right here is a firebox full of Royal Oak lump charcoal, and I got a little tumbleweed fire starter right here under this big piece. I'm just gonna blast it with a torch to get this fire going. Now what we'll do is we'll let this go to work, and once these coals ash over, we'll be ready to start cooking. For some smoke flavor on this cook, we're gonna be throwing in some chunks of hickory here. That's gonna give it a really good flavor. Okay guys, got the sausage and the meatball mix right on the grill grates for any grill. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this chuck roast, I'm gonna set it dead center. Now that we have a nice little meat party on the grill, we're gonna get it closed, let the temperature stabilize. Okay you guys, as you can see, our temperatures have just stabilized at 300, and I've already dialed back the stack a little bit. So now what I wanna do is I wanna come down here and I wanna close this vent. Okay, and that is gonna lock our temperature in. Okay, you guys, we got some real good color on this sausage and this meatball mix. Chuck roast is looking good, and we're gonna let that continue to roll, but the sausage and meatball mix, it's time for those to come off. We're gonna put those in the sauce. Okay, you guys, so the meatball mix and the sausage, I just cut up into about bite-sized hunks. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna introduce these to the sauce. There we go. Now what we want to do is we want to get this pretty well incorporated. Give it a good bath in the sauce, and we're just going to let it slowly simmer and break down even further and put some of that smoky flavor into this sauce. We're going to have a really nice, rich, meaty sauce. Okay, you guys, this beef chuck has really nice color on it, and now I want to give it a wrap. Okay guys, so our ThermoWorks dot just started singing away, and I just pulled this chuck roast out, and it is looking really, really good. Gotta tell you, it smells great. That Char Griller Smokin' Champ is one bad dude. I'm gonna get right into this. And as you can see, it's pulling apart very nicely. Nice and tender. Beautiful, beautiful smoke ring. You can see where smoke got right in there. Put that flavor in there. Now we want to get this nice and incorporated with the rest of the meat. And what I like to do for this, and this helps bust up some of the meat that we already put in that's been breaking down slowly over time. I use the potato masher. It just does a really good job. And we're gonna let it bubble and run for about another hour, and then we should be good to go. So I made some fettuccine here. I'm gonna get myself a plate of pasta. Now, of course, I gotta get right into this sauce. Can't wait. This is the star of the show. Top it off with a little grated Parmesan. And there you go. We got some Ragu here. Time to give this a taste. Okay, you guys, at long last, here we are. This is a long cook today, but I gotta tell you, it's totally worth it. This Bolognese Ragu smells incredible. I can't wait to give it a shot. Before I do, let's do a quick walkthrough what we did to get here. Beef chuck roast, 2.5 pounds. We seasoned the chuck roast. We used the Cattleman's Smokehouse rub. Gives it a really good flavor, gives it a nice crust on the outside of it. Absolutely delicious. We had 1/2 pound patties. One was sweet Italian sausage, the other was hot Italian sausage. And then we had about 2 pounds of meatball mix. We seasoned the meatball mix with kosher salt, black pepper, garlic powder, a little bit of oregano, and some basil. We mix it all together and got it incorporated into one big fat patty. And then we let the meat hang out and let the seasonings do their work to it. Well, in the meantime, we got the char griller smoking champ fired up with some royal oak charcoal, got it up to 300 degrees. Use some hickory wood to bring the smoke flavor. And then we set our meat on and we let it just roll, pulled the sausage and pulled the meatball mix off after about 1.5 to 2 hours, right in that range. And then afterwards, what we did was we chopped all that up and we broke it down into smaller pieces, about bite-sized hunks really, and then we threw it into a pot full of pasta sauce. You can make your own pasta sauce, you can buy it, it doesn't really matter. Either way, it's absolutely delicious. And then we got it bubbling and we just let it simmer away for about 5 hours altogether is what it was. In the meantime, what we had was the beef chuck on the smoker. And we let that roll until it had a nice dark mahogany red color to it, and that's when I know it's time to wrap. We wrapped it, carried it right to 205, took it out of the tin foil, and we pulled it apart, threw it in the sauce along with the sausage and the meatball mix, and then we made sure that don't waste those juices. Get those juices right in that sauce. Really good stuff. And then we let it roll for about another hour, and then the last 15 minutes of the cook, I boiled some pasta, and now here we go. Can't wait to try this. Oh man. Folks, this is Flavor Town. I'm going right back in. I absolutely love Italian food. So something like this, oh man, it's way to my heart. That is awesome. Can't say it enough. Cannot say it enough. The sausage, the meatball mix, the beef chuck, everything, all those flavors coming together, the smoke behind it. I'm telling you, that char griller smoking champ is one bad Larry. And that does a really good job. Going back in for more of this. I can't believe this. Flavor. Cannot say it enough. I'm going to smash this and I'm going to go back for seconds. And my wife is definitely going to love this. She's an absolute big pasta fan like me. Listen guys, if you like what you see here, you like what we're doing on this channel, give us a subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, check us out on Facebook. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We'll see you next time.